Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Stuart, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie. And this morning, me and V9 Pup are heading back out to Kilo 3903 with one goal and one goal in mind. Find out what that is right after this. All right, so I'm Stuart. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are loving our POTA content that we do here. We love going out and doing POTA. We've been in Myrtle Beach for almost a week, and we've been out every single day since we got here. And today we are heading back out to Kilo 3903 with one goal and one goal in mind. Work as many DX stations as we can. Not saying we're going to ignore US based stations, but the goal today is to see how many DX countries, DX entities we can hunt today or have contact with. So let's get in the car and head over back to our favorite spot, Kilo 3903, just outside of Myrtle Beach. It's a little frosty by Myrtle Beach standards, eh, Arch? What do you think? You're shivering. It's like being back home in New Brunswick. +1 right now here in Myrtle Beach at 7:10 in the morning. We're going out early because we want to get all the European DX. Yesterday we were out at Kilo 3903. We didn't record it at all. But yesterday we were out and we worked into Russia, Ukraine, Macedonia, 4 or 5 different stations in South America, Greece, all over Europe, all over the UK, of course all over the United States and the eastern half of Canada, Saskatchewan, and I do believe yesterday we even got a VK. Yeah, we got a VK3 on 20 meters yesterday. One of our first calls, so around 8 o'clock local time here in Myrtle Beach. So we're going back out to Kilo 3903. As of the time of this recording, I am 478 contacts away from getting a kilo at this park. So that's the goal for, not for today, but before we leave here at the end of February, is to get my kilo at Kilo 3903. All right, so let's head back to the park. I love this park, by the way. The trees are, we had the end-fed half wave. I didn't technically measure it, but I'm gonna guess it was at 15 meters high yesterday, which I think contributed to how well we got out. Plus 10 meters was open yesterday morning for a couple hours, which was super, super awesome. All right, buckle in, let's go. We're on our way to Kilo 3903. This is going to be our fourth activation of this park. All right, so we're here at Kilo 3903 where we're driving into our normal spot. Yeah, we're going back to the same spot we've activated from twice already. I put the solar data here. It looks like 15 and 10, according to this forecasting tool, are in good shape today. So fingers crossed we're going to have some good DX this morning. If it's anything like it was yesterday, it should be a good day. I checked in on the morning wake-up net back home on Echolink, and even told the guys there that I'll be on. So hopefully we'll get some VE9s, VE1s, and VY2s today as well. And we'll see what the propagation gods have in store for us today. It's like, yeah, you don't know what you're going to get until you actually turn on the radio and start firing things up. Anyway, I love this spot. Spot here. I'm going to just turn on the camera, and let you see me driving into my usual location, because this place is just simply amazing. How high those pine trees are those Carolina pines or Savannah pines, whichever they have the canopy nice and high. So if you can get your dipole or end-fed half wave up nice and high, you should be in good shape. That's why those little arbor bags come in handy, and I'm happy I found mine yesterday. Because you remember from my video from 6907, I lost it, so I couldn't put up my end-fed half wave when I was there. But it was here at this location. I found it in the grass from Saturday. So yeah, it's yesterday was a great day DX wise. So let's see if we have the same luck today. All right, we're gonna put down the camera, drive in and get set up, and then we'll put the camera back on and show you how the setup looks. But the goal here today, work as many DX stations as possible. Oh yeah, and it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 Celsius. Here we're at right now according to the car. So it's only a couple degrees warmer than it is in Moncton right now. When I checked it in the morning net back home, the guys were saying between -2 and -4 in different places of the Maritimes. So it's not very much warmer here in Myrtle Beach, but we don't have all the snow. All right, everyone, welcome back to Kilo 3903. We got the end-fed half wave way up at the top of that canopy of trees up there, and over the other side. I'm gonna guess 12 meters, maybe 13 meters up in the air. And it's not 100% ideal, but it should work fine. It's not touching any of the trees, so we should be okay. The goal for today is work as many DX stations as we can. It is almost 8:30. The setup took a little longer than anticipated because of the height of the trees and getting the arbor bag up there. But we're ready to get going. Let's go turn on the radio and see what's happening on the band. Parks on the air 10 meters. CQ Parks on the air 10 meters. This is Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke W4 from Kilo 3903 calling CQ Parks on the air.
I'll give you a report on the next over, Stuart. The name is Don in the county of Devon. Roger?
Yeah, good morning, Don. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 this morning here into the same park as yesterday, Kilo 3903. I am working on a video today on POTA DX. My goal is to work as many DX stations as I can this morning. So you're number one of the day, over.
Oh, Roger, great, absolutely great. Well, a good morning to you over there and a good afternoon from the UK. So thanks for the 5 and 9. We were just peaking 5 and 9 also. Not quite as strong as yesterday, but very, very much the same. So good to see the 10 meters is working across the water as well there, Stuart. So let you crack on, mate, and see if you can get some more. Doesn't matter about it being the same park, at least they all count every day, don't they? So that's absolutely brilliant with parks on the air. Pleasure to work you again, Stuart, and trust you having a good stay in W4 there. From Golf Zero, Romeo, Quebec, Lima, Roger?
Good to meet you again this morning. And yeah, it's this one's nice and close to where I'm staying, so it's nice and handy. And I wanted to do an exact comparison to yesterday. So very good, mate. Thanks for the contact. I think we're a tad bit earlier than yesterday too. So we'll see how the band shapes up during the morning. 7-3s, Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4.
Roger, have a good one, and hope you have plenty of contacts there. I think, we're about an hour earlier than we were yesterday, Stuart. Okay, so all the best and enjoy the activation. Hope you're doing well with it. Bye-bye.
7-3, Don. QR's.
Bye-bye.
Very good, Jose. Nice to see you again, my friend. Echo Alpha 1 Bravo United Lima from Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4, 7-3. Lima Zulu 7, Victoria. Beautiful signal, 59 plus 20. 59 plus 20 into South Carolina, over.
Thank you for South Carolina. Sorry, I don't copy call sign Victor Echo Echo.
Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4. Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4, over.
Yes, Victor Echo 9 Sugar Romeo Canada. Potato the W4. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend. Thanks for the contact this morning. 7-3. So 6 contacts so far: Bulgaria, Norway, 2 in Spain, Europe or UK. Not a bad start. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4 calling CQ Parks on the air 10 meters. Stroke Whiskey 4 calling CQ Parks on the air. Echo Alpha 1 Golf India Bravo 5 and 9, over. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air on 15 meters. This is Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4 at Park Kilo 3903. CQ Parks on the air. So 23 contacts so far, and their stations in are very weak. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. This is Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4. So there's lots of signals out there, but they're very weak. Like Mark here from Holland, he's very weak. 7-3, Mark. We'll talk more later. The band conditions are not all that well for a QSO right now, but 7-3, mate. QRZ, this is Victor Echo 9 Sierra Romeo Charlie stroke Whiskey 4 at Park Kilo 3903, QRZ. The Tango Sierra station again. All right, I want to make sure I got it right. Lima X-Ray 1 Charlie Charlie. Lima X-Ray 1 Charlie Charlie. Lima X-Ray 1 Charlie Charlie. QSL. Roger, Roger. Good signal from Luxembourg. 5 and 5. 5 and 5, over. Thank you for the 56 from Luxembourg. Much appreciated, my friend. 7-3. All right, so hunting European DX, we got now all over Europe. Norway, Luxembourg, Poland, Lithuania, all over Spain, France. CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke whiskey 4. You got to get up early. So we were here on the air at 8:30 Eastern time. That is middle of the afternoon for them. It's like fishing. You got to go when the fish are, feeding. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke Washington 4, CQ Parks on the air. And not that I'm going to take, I'm not targeting US stations today. I only really want to work DX. But we'll take the US ones when they call. We've had Oklahoma and a few others, Texas. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke Washington 4, CQ Parks on the air. And the signals are not as good as they were yesterday. We're definitely not getting the Russian stations yet. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke whiskey 4. We did get Puerto Rico and the Italy Zulu again, please. Okay, we're back up on 10 meters after a little bit of a good run on 15. I want to see what 10's like. 10's are usually a good band when it's open. So let's see what it's like. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke whiskey 4, calling CQ Parks on the air. So one of the tricks about working DX stations on POTA is to watch the spot page. The spot page will tell you what's happening, propagation-wise and all that stuff. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, stroke Washington 4. And don't be afraid to change bands and, if you're... What's that? Sounded weird? Yeah, the bands are nowhere near as good a shape as they were in yesterday. So one of the activities you do when hunting DX or DXing on POTA is go hunting. So 28564, there's Oscar Echo Station there, really weak. I'm going to see if I can get them, but I worked him before. But that'll be definitely a park to park. Park to park, park to park. I don't know if he's going to be able to hear me this morning. We'll try. All right, so we're about a couple hours into our activation. Got 70 QSOs. We're not breaking any records. The bands are not in the greatest shape. And I don't know if my orientation of my antenna is as good as it was yesterday. I think I had this over a little bit more that way on a tree over here. A couple degrees here and there is not going to be a huge difference. So yeah, just the band probably not in as great a shape as they were yesterday. We're going to go and try something different after our break here. We're going to go to 20 meters, but we're going to work below 14,200 and see if we can get into some of those 14,175-ish kind of frequency range here and see what see if we can get on 20 meters today. So the end fed, the transformer end of the end fed half wave is up here in the tree, right there, up on that branch, and then it feeds down over to another tree on that side over there. So it's up quite a ways, a lot higher than I have it at home. So I just think the band conditions aren't not the greatest today. But the cool thing, what I love about this site, not a soul. Now we are on the weekend, it was busier, but the couple times we come out here during the week, not a soul. VE9 pup. Yeah, the road goes down that far. I haven't been down this. This is as far as we've come. We've always parked at this spot, except for the one day we parked at the front entrance there when it was a little later in the day. We did that evening activation with the vertical. 20 meters sounds busy. Yeah, it definitely sounds busy. I don't know how much activity is below 14,200. The band sounds noisy though. We'll see. We'll call here 14,180. Was there a Kilo Quebec 4 in there? Yeah, I'm sorry, the Kilo Quebec 4, you're below my noise and I'm having a hard time pulling you up. Maybe give it a couple minutes and let's see if it improves. CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie / Washington 4. Below 200, it's not the crazy pileups aren't here. But then again, it could be the band conditions. And the band's very noisy. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie / Whiskey 4, calling CQ Parks on the air. So going down to 20 below 200 was quieter, but still got a lot of US stations. So it didn't really accomplish my goal of working DX, but it was good. I got a few more contacts, so I could at least work towards my Kilo. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie / Whiskey 4. But the goal was to work DX today. So we're back on 10 meters, see if we can finish strong with some DX. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie / Whiskey 4, calling CQ Parks on the air. Seems pretty quiet on 10 meters. All right, so our experiment here at Kilo 3903 is concluded. We're gonna be back here a couple more times because I gotta get that Kilo before I leave here. But I think we got about 126, 127 contacts. We got a St. Vincent and Grenadine just before we wrapped up there. Didn't get that on camera. Juliet 88 India Hotel. A couple others. It wasn't as great of a DX day as it was yesterday, but it's still good. We intentionally stayed away from some of the bands and frequencies where we would generally get US, and nothing bad against that. Our goal was to work DX today. So I think we got probably at least 24 DX countries. All over Europe again, Norway, Finland, Sweden, throughout Europe, St. Vincent. And I'm trying to think if we got anything else outside of that. I don't think so today. A lot of Spaniards, as always. A lot of Italians, as always. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't necessarily as good as yesterday. So my tips for POTA people that want to work DX is go on to the areas where the DX stations are generally going to be at. In the mornings, that's 10 meters, 15 meters, where you can get longer signals. If you can, work in the bands that they can work in. For example, 40 meters, for example. If you want to work DX on 40 meters, they're not allowed to go above 7,200. So you got to stay below 7,200. And I know some license classes, you're restricted there in the US side. And I'm sure that's the same on other bands. But make sure that you work in the areas that the DX stations are going to work in. And if that's your goal, of course. I love working DX. I love working different countries all over the world. And I'm trying to think if I got a couple of new ones today. I don't believe so. Yesterday I got a couple of new ones. Macedonia, I got... But yeah, I was getting into Greece yesterday, in Macedonia, Bulgaria. Today, just not as good. That's the life of ham radio. All right, Victor Echo 9, Sierra Romeo Charlie, Stuart here, VE9 pup is right there. And we got to get back into Myrtle Beach because I have an appointment to get to. 7-3, everyone. See y'all later.